guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, as you saw from the title, I am going to be doing a little bit of a different kind of makeup video. Probably won't really relate to a lot of people who do like a bunch of makeup, but I am doing like helmet makeup today. When I first started riding a motorcycle, or even when I was on the back of my husband's motorcycle and I wanted to, you know, go out and actually wear makeup, I didn't really know what I should put on, like how to still look good but not get over, because if you guys don't know, this is what a helmet looks like, okay? But your face has to fit through this tiny little hole. And when I put my helmet on, like literally it just like squishes my whole face. And before I like really figured out how to wear makeup with a helmet, because I don't always wear makeup when I wear my helmet, but if I want to go out and like I want to go to dinner and we like want to ride the bikes, like I want to put on a little bit of makeup and still look good. But I was on YouTube and I was looking for makeup tutorials like for helmets, and I couldn't really find a bunch, so I kind of wanted to put one out there. It's pretty simple, but enough to where like you'll look good, you know what I'm saying? Like you'll look really, really good even if you just put on a little bit of makeup, if you focus it in the areas. For me personally, I don't wear a full face of makeup every day, but I do wear like a light coverage foundation and stuff. But when I'm wearing my helmet and I know I'm wearing my helmet, I do not put on a full face of makeup. I don't wear a foundation at all, just because it will get rubbed off, it will smudge, and then once you take your helmet off, it won't look good. So if you guys want to see how I get the look I'm about to get, obviously I don't have it on right now, just keep watching. Okay guys, let's get started. One, ignore the hair. It's just ignore it, all right? Just ignore it. But to get started, obviously I'm not going to put on any primer or anything because I don't need to. I'm not wearing a foundation. I don't need to put a primer on. So the first thing I'm going to go in with is concealer. So I do conceal my under eyes just so I don't have super big under eye bags. I usually use my Makeup Revolution concealer, but it's gone. There's nothing left in there, and I have not gone to Ulta. So I have a sample of a concealer from Sephora. I think this is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealer. This is in the shade 32. I'm just going to take a little bit of concealer, and I don't want to use a lot, but your under eyes don't touch the helmet at all. So if you put under eye concealer on, it will stay there. So to start off, I'm just going to take a little bit of that, and I'm just going to put it in the places that are the most dark. Like I said, I don't wear a bunch of makeup when I'm wearing a helmet, but I do want to look awake, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to look good, but I don't want to worry about my makeup smudging or anything like that. So I'm just putting a little bit of concealer on the darkest parts, and then I'll blend it out. Of course, you can put more if needed. If you have really dark under eyes, you can put more, or you can even do like a full coverage foundation just in the areas that I'm putting concealer. You can do a foundation, but I have tried this concealer out before, and I actually really like this concealer for like just wearing a concealer. But the more affordable option is obviously the Makeup Revolution one. I really, really love that concealer as well, and it doesn't crease. This one creases a little bit more than that one, so obviously your choice and what you want to wear on your own self, your own face. If you have a concealer that you love, wear that obviously. Today I'm just going to use my finger. So of course you saw me focus the majority in here just because that is where my eye bags are most dark. That is where I will focus the concealer. So even that, you can tell it brightened up my under eyes quite a bit, and I really, really like that. Of course, now I'm going to go in and just blend it in with the rest of my skin so that I don't look like ghostly under there, because of course I do want it concealed, but I don't want it to look like I have makeup on just in that area. I want it to look like I have no makeup on, obviously, but like I said, I want to look good. Okay, so after I've concealed everything that I want to conceal, if you have a little bit more blemishes, you can conceal those, of course, and then right after that, I will go in with some powder. I just use my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and literally take the smallest amount. Like you don't need to bake or anything, like literally nothing on the brush, and just lightly, because you didn't really put like a full coverage, like it's not like foundation with concealer on, so you don't need to put a bunch, but just powder a little bit just so it doesn't move or crease. Okay, and after I powder just my under eyes, my chin, and right here, I am going to go in with a liquid blush. Of course, you can use a powder blush if you want. I just prefer liquid blush just because when I sweat underneath my helmet, the liquid blush doesn't seem to like get patchy. It kind of like melts in with the sweat. That sounds really gross, but it's true. If I put on a powder blush, I'll get like streaks in my blush, but if I put on a liquid blush, I will not get that. That will not happen. I don't know what it is, but it just mixes in with the sweat, and then I just look like I still have rosy cheeks. So I use a liquid blush. This blush right here is the NARS liquid blush in the color Torrid. I really, really like this color. This is it kind of has a shimmer to it, which I don't necessarily love, but you know, you can always get what you want. So I like this. I also have the Glossier Cloud Paint in the color Dusk that I really like, but I like this one more just because I just do. I put it on the back of just a candle holder, not candle holder, candle lid. Like, that's too much. And guys, once you're done blending, like if for some reason you want more, like this, I blended out a little bit too much. I would like a little rosier, but I'm not going to use more just because I'm not going anywhere after this, but you guys get the idea. You could put a little bit more on top and blend it out, or if you put too much, you can always blend it out a little bit more. Just take like a regular foundation brush and then just blend it out more so that it's not as red. But I usually like a little bit more than this, but this will do for today. So the next thing I will do before I finish my face is I will go in and I will do my eyebrows. I have not been wearing eyebrow products, like actual like pigmented products, if that makes any sense, like a brow pencil or a pomade or a powder recently, just because I'm letting my brows free, I'm letting them breathe. But what I will do, because my eyebrows are crazy and the helmet actually does really hit your eyebrows, I will glue them down with, I will just use a bar of soap. This is my bar of soap that I use. It's just, it looks yellow, but I promise you it comes out clear when you spray water on it and you use a spoolie. I would not suggest getting like a Dove white one because you will obviously see that in your eyebrows, but I will just use this, just a clear bar of soap. So there's not obviously a huge difference between my brows because I do have no product in them, but this one is obviously the one that's glued down and this one is not. Of course, I will do this one off camera so that I don't look crazy. But if you guys want to use a brow product, go right ahead. I would just suggest not doing like a full like intense brow. If you want to, be my guest, but it probably will smudge just a little bit within the helmet. So I personally like to wear no product on my brows and just glue them up because they do look fuller this way, but they're not going to smudge and I know they're not going to move, so my brows will stay like this even if I take the helmet off and on. And if they don't stay like this, I will bring a spoolie around with me. That sounds really weird, but I will, and I will just brush them up because the soap will still be hard and it will still go back into place. So I'm going to go do this one off camera and then we will be back and we will finish off the helmet no smudge proof look. I don't know. I'll be back. Okay guys, after both eyebrows are done, this one is naturally like thicker than this one. Obviously eyebrows are not sisters, they are twins. So this one does look a little darker than this one, but that doesn't personally bother me. If it does bother you, just fill this one in a little bit with like a powder or something, but that doesn't really bother me. So this is how they're gonna be. My eyebrows need to be done like real bad. Like they are growing out like crazy. I look nuts. Okay guys, and the next thing I'm gonna do is just take a little bit of highlighter. I'm just using the Becca highlighter. It's a liquid highlighter, and I'm just gonna put that on the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, and a little on, oh I probably shouldn't because my mustache is really grown out, but oh well, I already did it. And I'm just gonna blend this out. You can put like the excess over here and over here. I don't put a lot over there just because, again, like I said, the helmet will scrape it off. Every time I say I don't put it on, it's because the helmet will take it off, and I don't want to deal with smudged makeup and then worrying about, oh no, it's smudged, it doesn't look good. Like I would rather just not put a bunch of makeup on to begin with, but still look good in the end. You know what I'm saying? So after you're done putting just a little bit of highlighter on, I just like it. I need a little bit of highlighter every day, even if it's just like a little shimmery moisturizer. I just need it, okay? Or I don't feel complete. So the next thing I will do is I will take my Laura Mercier translucent powder again, just because, like I said, you do get sweaty and you don't want everything to be like running all over the place. That's why I use mainly liquid products, because if I use liquid products, they kind of all just like kind of blend together if I sweat, so it's really nice. But I do want to put a little bit of powder on top just so it's not like too out of control, if that makes any sense. So I just take a big, huge, fluffy brush. This is the Morphe E41. I usually use this for bronzer. I'm literally going to tap off most of the excess, and I'm just going to go in and lightly put this on the places where we put the blush and the highlighter. Okay guys, so this is pretty much all I would do. I would put on a little bit of mascara just to kind of make my eyes stand out a little bit. But I do want to add a little extra step just in case maybe you're going on like a date night. Like when I go on a date night with my husband and we ride our bikes, like I will do this, but I will put like a little bit of shadow on, but I don't want to do like a full out blown out shadow look, because if I do that and have no foundation on, I look very, very weird. I think most people do, but if you want to do that, be my guest, girl. You go right ahead and do that. But for me, I like to put on one shadow. This shadow is literally my go-to shadow. Like if I'm not, actually, no, it's not. That's not true. My go-to shadow is like a little brown sparkly one. That's my go-to shadow every day. But this one is for when I want to like extra fancy and like I'm going on a date night and I want my eyes to stand out a little bit. This is the shadow color I'll use. The shadow I use comes out of the Tartist Pro palette. I don't really necessarily love this palette. I do like it, but I don't love it. But I do love this color in it. It is the third color in the palette. This one right here. It's the shade Whimsy. So I love this shade. I love it, especially if I'm wearing it like just alone. It's just a good shade, especially for people with like green or hazel or colored eyes. What? So what I will do is I will just take a little bit on a very fluffy brush and tap off a lot, because this shade is actually kind of pigmented. I'm using this on my Morphe 441 brush, and I will just start with a little bit on the outer corner and blend inwards in my crease. So I will work the color in my crease, and then I will blend down on my lid, so that it still kind of looks like I have no makeup on, but it looks like I have a darker eyelid. You know how some people have like a red tint to their eyelid? I love that. I don't know why, but I love it. I know most people that have that don't like it, but your girl loves it. See, so it's very, very, very subtle, but you can tell from this to this just gives me a little bit more depth to the eye. Like I said, if you want to do a full blown out eye look, go right ahead, but this is just what I do for my helmet, just because your girl looks so weird if I have a full face of, not full face, a full eye look on and no face makeup. I look crazy. For the last step, I will just put on a little bit of mascara, especially if I did put on an eyeshadow. Eyeshadow does fall on your lashes, so just a little bit of mascara just to bring your eyelashes back to life. Okay guys, and this is pretty much it for the smudge proof helmet makeup that I wear on a daily basis if I'm riding my bike or if I'm riding on the back of my husband's bike. I usually would set it, but I have no more setting spray. There's a little bit in there, but I'm going to save that for a day I actually need it. I'm literally going to go wipe this off. This is what it looks like with the helmet on. So like I said, I'm not sure if you guys can hear me 100%, sorry, but I did focus everything right here because that is what you see when you have the helmet on. This is what I want to be more intense and actually show through. So I focus everything right here. Again, underneath of this is really tight, so everything that I didn't put makeup on, if I had a bunch of makeup on, would just smudge like crazy. Again, on my forehead, it would smudge like crazy. And this part of your face never really touches the helmet. So I look crazy right now. Oh my goodness, I look nuts. But let me take this off so that I can actually talk to you. Anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to put it out there because when I was looking for makeup tutorials, I couldn't really find any that I was like in love with for helmets. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. You can make it your own. You can do less. You could do more makeup. You can do that. But I'm just letting you know what I do because the helmet hits here. Why would I put makeup there? It's gonna smudge. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video and if you guys like me, then don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. subscribe to my channel and turn on that post notification bell so that you guys are notified whenever I upload a video. Guys, I hit 1,000 and then like kept going up, and like I am so stoked. You guys have no idea. A video will be coming out very soon launching my giveaway. It sounds like I'm launching a brand or something. Telling you guys what the giveaway is. Like I said in a previous video, it is not a huge giveaway, but it is something because I want to give back to you guys, because you guys are here and you guys are supporting me, and it means the absolute world. So that video will be coming out soon. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I really hope that I will see you guys in my next video.